guys, I am getting ready to start today's hike at the trailhead on Highway 8. We are gonna do, or I'm gonna do the Ozark Trail section from, this is part of the Courtois section from Highway 8 to Hazel Creek campground. Somewhere around there today I plan on tackling. I am getting a little bit of a later start. I plan on starting around 9 o'clock and it's almost noon. We had some stuff come up at home, so I got a little bit of a late go today, but getting ready to hit the trail with a plan for about 12-ish miles to Hazel Creek campground. I'm not sure if I'll stay at the campground or if I'll stealth camp or stay by the creek. I haven't really decided. A lot is just going to depend on how the trail looks, which I have a friend that sent me a message this morning saying the trail is really great right now. They've done a lot of trail maintenance, so I'm hoping for a really great hike. Once I finish today, that means my whole section, the whole Courtois section, I'll have completed, and then tomorrow I will start out on the Trace Creek section. So I am parked here at Highway 8 and I am gonna pack up and get going, so let's go. So I thought a good way for me to exercise my brain, like I'm exercising my body, and to try to search out for things to be grateful for, I would pick a letter. And for that day, I would search for things that start with that letter to be grateful for. So for today is brought to you, this is in true Sesame Street style. Today is brought to you by the letter O. O for Ozark Trail. So we'll start there. Let's just talk about the Ozark Trail. I'm super thankful that I live in a state that has a long distance trail that I can get out on and experience all the beauty. Colors are really starting to come out on the trail. So that leads me to my next O for the day, and that is orange. So today I am going to be thankful that I live in a state that can see the beauty of the fall colors, and they are just starting to come out. I don't know if you can see some of the oranges that are peeking up back there, and yellows and reds, and it's just beautiful out here. And my my OG hiking partner Brad and I have this inside joke. Every trail we go to, every place we go to hike, it's always a race to see who can say first, Sure would be pretty in the fall. because every place is beautiful in the fall, right? In Missouri, anyway, and those states that can see the colors change. So that is my second O for the day. Thankful for the color orange in the forest, in the woods. So whenever I'm hiking with Brad, he ever so kindly, well, really because I make him, takes the lead. And the reason why I like him to take the lead is because if you are in the front, you are the automatic, what we call silk blazer. And let me show you what a silk blazer does. A silk blazer knocks down these bad boys. This one got me. Luckily, I don't have a fear of spiders like I do snakes, because that sucker's pretty big. She'd move so you could kind of see how big he is. He's all folded up. Maybe I can get him to go off on the ground here. Come on, buddy. Go on. I don't really want to carry you with me. You're too big for me. Come on. There you go. Another O. I've said this O word already today, but outside, right? Let's all be grateful that we can be outside, especially in this year of 2020, right? Everyone think back to what it was like in the spring, and we were quarantined and, stuck inside. Which there are things to be grateful about that as well. So I'm always a glass half full kind of person, but enjoying the outdoors and everything that it provides. If you've been around me much at all, you'll know that I refer to the woods and forest as nature's Prozac, because I feel like there's something. And I'm pretty sure there's like some studies out there about this, about how being in the woods can affect your mood. There's a peacefulness about it, a calmingness to it that helps with anxiety and depression and all that. And without it, life can get pretty hard, for me anyway. So that's another O to be thankful for. Okay, I want to say one more thing about outside. If you have an Apple Music or iTunes where you can, download whatever song you want, or if you're willing to purchase it, I highly recommend that you check out the song Go Outside by Robbie. It's S-E-A-Y. I don't know how you pronounce that, but Robbie, S-E-A-Y, Go Outside. Beautiful song, and beautiful to listen to while you're out on a walk. My favorite time to be on the trail is first thing in the morning, just because I'm a morning person and you have fresh legs and you're not tired. But coming in a close second is the evening time as the sun goes down, It's just as still and quiet, and you get that really pretty sun coming through the trees. It's just gorgeous right now. So before we get coffee, today is brought to you by the letter T. Letter T, right? So for trail, we did O yesterday. So today is T, and I'll be looking for things that start with the letter T today to be grateful for. And yeah, so trail, obviously. And I'll talk more about that when I get on the trail. Right now, I'm trying to think of a coffee brand that starts with the letter T. Oh, Taster's Choice. I've had Taster's Choice out on the trail before. Not very good. No. I have this morning a brand called Alpine something, and it's really good. So, yeah, coffee, number one thing. Let's get it going. Scary. If you ever watch any kind of horror movie that's set in the woods. I'm also constantly it's weird. Looking at the ground for snakes, right? Because I'm terrified. And up on the trail for any kind of animal, especially at night. So that's what I'm doing. Down, up, down, up. Don't trip on a root, don't trip on a rock. Last time I did one of these night hikes, I twisted my ankle, sprained my ankle really badly, and I was laid up for quite a while. So it's concentrating and then not letting your mind wander into, am I gonna run into an animal? Are those guys that were back at the campground, because I was in a campground full of men, gonna follow me? I mean, that's silly, but there were some of them that were up all night, right? And as a woman, that's what we think about. Like, do I need to listen for what's behind me? Sometimes the deeper into the woods I get, the more safe I feel from people. It's the frost on the ground. So pretty. Today's hike, it almost seems like the woods kind of turned colors overnight. There's a lot more oranges and yellows showing up this morning, which is great. It's beautiful. So, tea today. A couple of things that I've thought about while I've been walking in the dark that I can be grateful for. To start with the letter T. The terrain today has been really nice. There's been a couple of rocky areas, but for the most part, just like this. Really easy walking. So terrain on the trail, there's two T's, and the trees. I say every year I'm going to spend the off season and learn how to identify my trees. And every year I don't do it. I can identify a pine tree, right? Just about everybody can. Big accomplishment. And an ash tree, because Shannon taught me how to do that when we were mushroom hunting. But other than that, I'm not real good at it. My favorite on the trail are the big pine trees. Walking on a trail with pine needles and just the smell of it is wonderful. But the trees out here are beautiful right now. So there's a couple of teas for you. Was scary. I'm not even joking. 20, maybe 25 wild boar. I heard a rumbling and I thought, what the heck is that? And before I even had a chance to think, what the heck is that? They all just like charged right next to me, like stampede. Thank goodness they weren't coming toward me. They were going parallel. And then that was on my right. And then on my left was for sure one, maybe two more up the hill, but they opted to, I was just getting ready to stop for lunch too. They opted to stay where they were, thank goodness. Lunch is tortilla with 2 of these chicken creations. This is barbecue, but in here I have buffalo chicken. So 2 buffalo chickens, trying to get the protein in, and a tortilla is for lunch, and then I'll probably have a little something sweet in it with chocolate-covered raisins or something. But anyway, I'm about, I think I'm like 9 miles in, and my goal is 13 today, so not too bad. And I'm eating an early lunch. It's like 11, I think, but since I started at 5, my schedule timekeeper's a little off today. So anyway, gonna enjoy this lunch, and I have my feet up on my bag so they can rest, and then we'll hit the last end of the trail. Hey, Mr. Caterpillar, you want some of my lunch? Huh? I don't know, are you a good caterpillar? I don't know much about caterpillars. I made it to the Council Bluff campground. I had about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a mile, maybe not even that, walk from where I got off the trail to the entrance to the campground, and now I have to go down this road until I get to the campsites, which, if I remember correctly, is a little bit of a haul. It's been a while since I've been here, and last time I was here, we were in cars. So, yeah, it's funny how after you've been on the trail and your feet kind of get accustomed to the uneven surfaces, and then you get on the road, how different it feels. So today I will have done, by the time I get down to the campsite, I'm gonna guess around close to 14 miles. I left at 5, and I got to the road about close to 1:30, give or take 10 minutes. So not bad considering I started in the pitch dark, and I did get slightly off trail once, not very far, just a little bit, and it took me a while to find the crossing at the river when it was dark 30, but it was a great section of trail. highly recommend this section for anyone that's looking for about a 13 and a half mile section of the OT. Anyway, I'm gonna go find a campsite. Shauna's gonna meet me here in the morning, and then we'll do the lake loop, which is 12 miles tomorrow. All right.